What's up, good people? This your boy Will Sports Topic. I know. I haven't made a video in months. I know. But seeing a team failing like this, it was awful for me to watch the team play like this. It was awful. Uh, and I just went up to make videos. Uh, Now the season's over with, we know our destiny. We know the number 12 pick in in the draft, and I'm up to it now. It's just like a terrible nightmare. It was waiting for it to be over with. So I went up to making videos. I went up to, you know, to give score predictions and keys to victory. I was up to it because the way the team was playing. Also, I had a lot of things going on too. These past couple months. Uh, so you know, it is what it is. We was 7-9 this season. Um, it was a terrible season from the start. Uh, you know, a lot of injuries. The team not playing good overall. As far as Dak, even before Dak got injured, he wasn't playing good. The defense wasn't playing good. They had a lot of injuries too, though. Um, it just it just was a lot. It was a lot. Uh, Jerry Jones, taking forever to sign players to extensions, and he want the media to talk about that. He wants something to talk about, which is meaning like he want the media to talk about the team now with Mike contract situation. He gonna bring Mike back. I don't know the reason why he's stalling like this, uh, but he want the media to talk. He want the media to talk about something, and it's sad the way he operate business. This team would never succeed with Jerry and Steven acting like this. They doing business like this. They'll never succeed. Uh, we I'm not saying that we too talented, but we good top heavy, and we should be playing today and tomorrow. We should be playing this weekend. But Jerry, he just so stuck on he's stuck on all the glitz, the glamour of the team, and he want all the media attention and not concentrate on building his team up so we can succeed and play in the playoffs. Uh, but with the Mike situation, it's sad the way he did Mike, the way he doing Mike. I'm gonna be honest with you. Uh, if I'm Mike, and when he declined my interview to go talk to Chicago, there's two things would have happened if it was me. I would tell him, okay, where my contract at? Where my contract at? That mean you gonna keep me? Where my contract at? Second, if he said, oh, we ain't got no contract for you right now, I would tell my agent to tell them, hey, on the 14th when my contract expire, I will not be resigning back. Even if they try to offer me a contract, I won't be signing back with the Cowboys. I sit the season out if I can't get a coaching job somewhere else. Because you don't do people like that. They're just low down, they're just wrong. Um, and you just don't do get this man, the wish to go interview. If you're gonna sign him, go sign him. And stop, waiting out. And that's what he doing. He doing that man wrong. I want to bring Big Mike back because I think Mike is a good coach. I do think we need an offensive coordinator, though, a modern, young offensive coordinator that can do modern plays like a Ben Johnson, even though I'm not saying bring Ben Johnson. Of course, he would be the head coach, but we need to bring an upcoming offensive coordinator in and can do modern plays. We did have Kellen Moore. He was up and coming. But, I think it's just time is ran out with the Cowboys. But we do need an up and coming offensive coordinator and give modern plays because, this past season we see a lot of screens, a lot of curls, just old early 2090 plays, and teams caught up with that. They've been caught up with that, and we just need somebody that that's up and coming that know how to call plays. But overall, I think Mike is a good coach. I want to bring him back, but the way Jerry and Steven doing things, if it was me, I would tell Mike now. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. But it looked like it looked like they working on the contract though. The news come out, yesterday that they working on a contract to give him an extension, and most likely he'll be back with the Cowboys coaching. But I hope they give him I hope we get a new offense coordinator. We need a new offense coordinator. Real talk. Defense coordinator, I wouldn't mind bringing Mike Zimmer back. I just give him the benefit of doubt because our defense was injured a lot. We had a lot of injured players, and we're gonna have the way it's looking, man. We're gonna be living in the season next season because of course, Overshawn is not gonna be back, and Diggs possibly he might not be back next season. Well, he might be back middle of the season. So we might be living into the season on the defensive side. So I won't mind bringing Mike Zimmer back, but they need to do better and get more players on that defensive ball, on that defensive side. Meaning that's taking me to my next point, the draft and free agent. Our free agents. Now last year we didn't did nothing free agent. Jerry and them do nothing. They sit back and just waited. They only signed one player. That was Kendricks. He played okay this season, but they going to get involved in free agent. They gonna have to. When I'm hearing that if they can sign Michael to extension before the free agents start, they can clear up some money to sign players. It's just wishful thinking now at this point with Jerry and Steven that they do things like that because they don't know the salary cap. They don't. They don't know the salary cap. Uh, they say they do, but they don't. Because the salary cap, you'll free up cap space right now to sign these places extensions and even rework that contract, rework CD contract to free up money. But they're not gonna do that. They're gonna wait to the end. They want the Sports Center. They want First Take. They want FX1 to talk about it. They want to be in the news. They just want to be in the news and lead up to the deadline. So, uh, but we need to be players and freeze. That's the only way this team be better. We can't rely on the draft. Look what happened the last 2 years when we rely on the draft. Look what happened. Mozzie Smith, he's not paying out. He's most likely gonna be a bust in the first round because he's not paying out. Uh, then we draft Luke and tight end. I don't know the reason why we drafted Luke because we already had a couple tight ends on the roster already. So he's not gonna pan out. This year we drafted Tyler Guyton. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but let's see. So far he's not looking good. I'm just being honest with you guys. He's not looking good. He's not looking good. But let's see what he can improve on next year, and we'll see we'll go from there. Cooper BB, I do like that pick. I think he's pretty good. He's gonna be a solid pick. I like Overshawn too as well, but he got to stay healthy, man. He got to stay healthy. He got to stay on the field. It looks like he's gonna miss all next season. Hopefully he can play if we make a deep run next year, but he's injury prone. But he's a good player though. He's a good player, but we can't rely on the draft. We got to be players in free agency. Like my plan is, if I was them, stop playing with this defensive tackle position. Go get a proven guy on the free agent market. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with the free agent. Stop playing with the D tackle position. Y'all been experimenting with Jonathan Hankins, then you draft Mozzie Smith. Stop experimenting with it. Go get a proven guy, an all-pro defensive tackle. Now that's wishful thinking, knowing Jerry and Steven approach, they won't do that. But that's just my wishful thinking that they go out there and face inside defensive tackle and bring him in and stop playing with that position. In the draft, go draft Genty if he's available. Looking at the draft board, there's only two teams I'm scared of that he might go to, and they picked before us. Two. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars. No, it's three. It's three. It's Jacksonville Jaguars, the Carolina Panthers, and Chicago Bears. Because they already have quarterbacks, especially in Carolina and Chicago. They GM's gonna sit back and say, "Hey, how can we get a young quarterback better?" Because they want them guys to develop. They more concentrate on them guys to develop, especially in Chicago, Carolina. They want them guys to develop. And what's the quarterback best friend? A running game. So be looking out for Chicago and Carolina because they can draft Genty, and I won't be surprised if they draft him because them if they gonna look like, hey, we can cut down on all the turnovers and this and that, and we can just hand the ball off to a dynamic running back like Genty. So be look out for them two teams. If he could get past them, if we could get past them two teams, yeah, I think we could draft Genty. I think Genty would be ours because rest of the teams they need quarterback help, they need more defensive help. Uh, than anything, and majority of them teams already have a solid running back, so they not gonna draft Genty. But them two teams like Chicago and Carolina, you have to watch out for them two teams. Watch out for them. I say draft Genty. Second round guys, you might not believe it, but this is what I do. In the second round, I go draft Jalen Monroe. He's available. I go draft Jalen Monroe. At this point, we got to draft for the future, as far as that quarterback position, because Dak he's injury prone. He can't stay healthy. We have to draft for the future. If Jalen Monroe is there in the second round, I'm drafting him. He's there in the second round when we pick. I'm drafting Jalen Monroe to be my quarterback of the future. Uh, he's let him sit on the deck for a couple years, about 2 years, and I get him ready to be my starting quarterback because you can't trust Dak. You can't. He's too injury prone. His play have had it. His play let's be a buck. His play has declined this season when he was playing. He wasn't playing good. So we have to draft for the future. He's 31 years old, going to next season, and even though they're still young for a quarterback, but a quarterback, an aging quarterback that's injury prone. That's the thing. He can't stay healthy. He can't play the whole season. And if I'm Jerry and that, if I'm Jerry and Steven, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that. I'm drafting for the future. I'm drafting. I'm drafting for the future. You got to. You got to. No point. No. It's a bust about it. I'm drafting. If Jalen Monroe is there, I'm drafting Jalen Monroe in the second round, and I go get a receiver in phrases too. If I was them, it's two players I'm looking at in phrases as far as a receiver or via trade. Frazier, I'm looking at Stephon Diggs. I know he's coming off injury, but he want a 1 year deal, a proven deal. And that's the type of contracts Jerry and Steven like to give out. 1 year proven deals on a team friendly contract. I reach out to him and say, hey man, I know you coming after injury. Hey, you want to accept this deal? Bam, 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 and get it. It'll be a 1 year proven deal. Show teams that that you back and ready. And he's aging too, so that's not a good thing either. But I think he'll be better. Stephon Diggs be better than these other receivers we got on the field, and Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, uh, Mingo. Waste a fourth round pick on him. He'll be better than all of them. And the defense gonna respect Diggs too, because them other defense they don't respect them other guys except CD. Let's be real. He'll be better than them other guys. So I say, that'd be the best option. Reach out to Stephon Diggs, and Trayvon is there too, so he won't mind playing with his brother. Another option I would, if I'm Dallas, even though it's a long shot, I'll reach out to Seattle by DK Metcalf. DK be a good person. He'll be a tall receiver with speed. He's strong, and Dak he never played with a receiver like that before. So he'll be a perfect. And to me he's a Dak friendly receiver. He's tall. He's strong. He got good jump ability. And Dak hasn't played with a receiver like that since Dez Bryant. And DK would be perfect to go opposite side of CD. It'll make defense stay up all night because you have to stop both. You can't double both of them. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Jerry, I'd be reaching out to Seattle, see can they give up. Give him a third round. Give him a third and a fifth round for DK. I think they'll bite on that. I think they'll bite on. Uh, and I think they'll listen. So that's how I say, man, build this team up and draft through the free agents and trade. Stop building this team up and draft. Because a lot of these players, man, let's be honest with you, a lot of these guys, they hit and miss. So let's stop depending on this on the draft. Let's be players and free agents. You see how Philly is. This is how Philly is. They got Saquon. He changed their whole life. He changed their whole life. He changed their whole life. He changed their whole team. You gotta be plays and free. You got to. You got to. But I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I want to give y'all my predictions though for wild card weekend. I'll just give you my predictions on who I think gonna come out on top. I got the Chargers over the Texans. I think Chargers go down there in Houston today and beat them. I think what's his name, Jim or John, whatever. Uh, they gonna have the team ready. And Houston, they got C.J. Stroud. He ain't got Diggs. He ain't got Tank Dale. I think they gonna struggle a little bit. I think they gonna struggle moving that ball. The Chargers got solid defense. They got solid defense, and Chargers got a good running game. I think they control that clock and run that ball. And Herbert gonna make the necessary throws for this team to win. So I got Chargers going down there and beat Houston today. I got the Ravens on the Steelers over the Steelers. That's gonna be a tough game, man. That's gonna be a tough game. I think the Ravens gonna win, but man, if Lamar loses this game at home, man, he better get crucified like y'all do Dak now. He better get crucified. I like Lamar. I think Lamar is a top 5 quarterback. But if he loses today against Steelers and he playing at home, I want first take Stephen A. Shannon Sharp to crucify Lamar now. I want y'all to crucify him come Monday morning. But I got the Ravens over the Steelers. But that's gonna be a tough game though. That's gonna be a tough game. That's gonna be a tough game. Pittsburgh, they coming tonight. They coming. They coming. But I got Baltimore winning. But don't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all if Pittsburgh go down there and pull that upset. Got the Bills over the Broncos. Bills just a better team. Bo Nix have played. He have played great this season for Denver, and they got that quarterback. I think they got that quarterback on the future. If he can get better, this off season and work on it. But it's a great story for Denver making the playoffs with a rookie quarterback. Hey, but I think it's gonna be too much for Buffalo. Buffalo playing good ball. I think Buffalo gonna take care of business tomorrow. So I got Buffalo beating the Broncos. I know y'all Philly fans ain't gonna like this, but I got Green Bay going down there and putting their upset against Philly. I think Jordan Love will go down there, he'll control that clock. They're gonna stop Saquon, they're gonna make Jalen Hurts beat them. That's the key to Philly. You gotta stop Saquon. And the playoffs is tough. Teams ain't gonna let Saquon run all over them. They gonna make sure they stay. I ain't gonna say they're gonna stop Saquon. They gonna minimize them though. You can minimize them, and once you minimize them, you make Jalen Hurts stay in that pocket and throw that ball. You make him stand in that pocket, throw that ball, and say, "Hey, you beat us." And I think Green Bay gonna do that. Green Bay gonna do that, and they gonna control the clock too as well with Jacobs. So they got a good running back too over there now, and they can control that clock too. So hey, but I got Green Bay going up there and upsetting Philly. Philly have playing good ball. I give them credit where it's due. But I think like I said in playoffs, these defensive coordinators they study all night to stop these guys, man. And they gonna find a way to minimize Saquon, and they gonna make Jalen Hurts throw that ball and beat them. I got Green Bay. I don't think Jalen Hurts can beat them boy. I just don't. I think when it's time to throw that ball and stay in that pocket, I trust Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts. I got Green Bay putting the upset. All right, the new I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over to Washington. Hey, kudos to Washington. They got their quarterback of the future. That's another thing, the reason why I want Cowboys to go on draft for the future. Here's another reason why. At Washington, they got their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. We got to see him for another 15 more years. Another 12 to 15 more years, we got to see Jaden Daniels. He ain't going nowhere no time soon. Giants, they going to get him a quarterback. It might not be this year, because I'm thinking they might not like what they see on that board, but they gonna suck again next year if they don't get no quarterback, and they gonna be trying to get Manning. So Giants gonna figure it out now one day, like Washington did. They gonna figure it out. And they gonna get that quarterback on the future. But Washington, man, kudos to them. They had a great season. A lot of people haven't make the playoffs. A lot of people had them win 3 to 4 games this season. But kudos, they got that quarterback of the future, Jaden Daniels. He's gonna be a top 5 quarterback soon. That boy's good. I like him. He is good. That's why I want Dallas gonna get on top of it. You know, of drafted the quarterback of the future, because you don't want to be like Washington Giants and not have a plan and you'll suck until you get it right. Until you get it right. It took Washington. It took Washington a minute. It took Washington what since RG3 in 2012, and that was short lived. So you got to get it right. You got to get it right, or if not, you gonna suck it for years like Washington Giants did. You know, and Washington they finally got them a quarterback for the future, and but it's a great story for Washington. But I just think Tampa Bay Baker Mayfield they gonna come out playing tomorrow night, and I got them being Washington. But great story. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Washington do go down there and upset them, but I got Tampa Bay just do a safe pick with that. Then I got the Vikings and Rams. I got the Vikings over the Rams. Pray for California, man. They had a lot of fires going, out there, and pray for them, man. Pray for them. Pray for them, man. Pray for them families out there. They had to move this game to Arizona, but pray for the families that's been affected in the wildfire out there in Cali. But I got Minnesota being the Rams. I think Minnesota's a better team than the Rams. Just defense side of the ball, offense. I think Sam Darnold can make enough plays for them to win. You don't now. The Vikings don't want a shootout with them. If they get a shootout with the Rams with Matt Stafford, I think the Rams win. But if the Vikings defense come play and Darnold can be consistent with his throws, safe throws, I think the Vikings beat the Rams. I think they should win. So I got the Vikings. So my picks, I got Chargers, I got the Ravens, got the Bills, got the Packers, I got the Bucks, and I got the Vikings. It's my wild card weekend prediction, guys. I'm out here in Texas. It's been snowing out here, but it feels good this morning. So I'm out here doing the video outside. But you know, Cowboy Nation, they just pray and hope that Jerry and Steven. I'm gonna put Steven in because Steven got a lot of say so in this stuff. Jerry and Steven get it right this off season, so this team could be playing on wild card weekend again. Because this team, it just sucked watching other teams while you on the sideline, and just hoping and praying that Jerry and Steven do the right thing. But that's all I got for you guys today. Uh, like I said, I'm back making videos. I'll be giving you more videos now with the draft coming along, free agency, and like I said, I just didn't want to make videos. I had a lot of stuff going on too as well, but also it just hurt to see my team playing like that. Just be real with you. But I'm back making videos. You will see me next time, guys. Very, very soon. But that's all I got for you guys today. Enjoy your Saturday. I'll see you next time.